And off we go from Ford Field. Johnson now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, second among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
Stafford to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, L.A.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one caught by Parkinson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Stafford now on third down. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
Well, after the failures of the first and second down, you got to look now at your third down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Now Stafford on third and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return, it's Khalil Dorsey. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it. But when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike. It is because we don't see it very often. In a world of the ever-increasing touchback, we don't see a lot of returns in this league. So when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
Now the try for an extra point. He gets it to go. And the Lions move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He finds Kupp along the out route.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's out quick. It's Kupp on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 7-3 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Second down and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit...
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Stafford now. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. So 3rd and long, trying to pick up a first down and keep a drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick 6.
Mike, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless, and I think you find yourself in 3rd and long, you're trying to make a play, but sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick six.
An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good. And the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. This one taken in by Parkinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Stafford now on 2nd down. This one complete to Atwell. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
On the ground, this is Williams. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
2nd and 7. Back to throw is Stafford. For the middle, it's Kupp. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. To the sideline, taken in by Kupp. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
It's complete. He's got Kupp. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
2nd and a yard. Again, it's Stafford. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
To the air again, Stafford. He's got it at the 3. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And this time he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams are back within 4. It is 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, 2nd in the league in passing a season ago.
Truth be told, we might be talking about one of the most disrespected quarterbacks in the entire NFL. I mean, he's constantly talked about as if he's some fringe NFL starter, despite the fact, Mike, that he's been the focal point for a team that has completely turned things around since his arrival. Now, I don't know if we would classify him as this, like, elite super talent, but there's no denying this guy is a winner, and if he's under center, you got a great chance.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 2nd down, Goff. I bought all the time he could, but he finally is taken down. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. Kyron Williams, the return man for the Rams. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Now the second-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll get this ahead for about 3. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Here's the Lions punt team now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He gets it into the... Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Stafford on target to Puka, and the Rams have a 1st down.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. A play fake. Now Stafford. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Stafford gets it. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. His throw left side is complete. And they will finally run him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
One more time for Montgomery. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Throwing, Goff. Look at that big guy rumble. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Lions are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes Cooper Kupp and the rest of the LA offense set for this next Rams possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. 17 yards that time for number 17.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On play action, it's Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he will score. Game on. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Big spot for the Rams as they'll try to add a 2-point conversion now. Stafford to throw again. That is caught in the end zone. 2 points for the moment. We do have a flag down. Let's see if this will hold up. The official right there to call it. You cannot go out of bounds and then be the first guy to touch it. So that draws the flag. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. To return it, it's Dorsey. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
The motion man is Raymond. Quick throw, taken in.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They get 15 on that game. First down, Detroit.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
This one taken in by Parkinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Stafford now on 3rd down. It's complete. He's got Cup. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford, who else another catch for his favorite target. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Great run after the catch in the open field, a pickup of 24.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties, make...
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he'll get about 5. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And that's going to be enough for a first down. We'll move the chains up past the 20. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.